Hello. I wanted to get this video out earlier today and I just haven't had time. So I just got home from a lacrosse game and I wanted to get on here really quick and just talk to you a little bit about food prep ideas. Um, but before I do that, I just want to tell you, you guys are killing it. 3 days in, I know you're sore. I'm feeling it too. And I just wanted to make sure that you are increasing your water intake. It's one of the things that we don't think much about, but you guys are really pushing your bodies and doing some fun things. So make sure that you are trying to up your food or your water intake. If you can get 8 to 10 glasses in during the day, you're going to hydrate your muscles and you're not going to be as sore. The other thing is you might want to try to add some more leafy greens to your diet, because if you do that, it's going to help repair those muscles overnight when you're sleeping. So the other thing, if you get a chance, if you have the capability of taking a hot bath, throw some Epsom salts in there and that will feel fabulous. So food prep, keep it simple. Sometimes you will eat the same things over and over and over, especially as you are trying to clean up your diet and just kind of get a handle on eating clean, not being filled with the food on the go, processed foods, and that sort of thing. You're going to start to feel better as soon as you clean up that diet. And it's just really, I'm going to just kind of give you some hacks, I guess, and we're going to talk more about it throughout the whole process of some different recipes and ideas. But again, keep it super simple. If you are an egg person, eggs are my go-to. And we do up about 2 dozen hard-boiled eggs on a Sunday, and we use them for egg salad. We use them obviously just as a hard-boiled egg, but they're great for breakfast on the go. They're great to just to have in a lunch or as a snack, and I love that. The other thing we do is what I call egg muffins, and they're made in a muffin tin or an egg cup muffin tin. Yeah, so I call them egg cups, but you make them in a muffin tin. And I usually take about a dozen eggs, a little bit of almond milk, get that all together, and then add in whatever you want, whether it's cheese or ham or I don't know. Those are the ones I always make for my kids. They like bacon. They like all that crazy stuff in there, but they're boys, so they like to have all that hearty stuff. But I like to put vegetables in mine: spinach, broccoli, any of the peppers, sometimes onions. And what I do is then cook those for about, well, at 375 for about 20-25 minutes. You'll know when they're done. And then I let those cool, and then I put them in the snack size bag, and two egg cups per bag, and that's a serving. So those are super easy, and depending on how much you like eggs, you can have them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a snack. Chicken breasts. Chicken breasts are a huge staple here at our house, and when the weather's nice, we like to grill up quite a few of them, 10 to 12 of them a week, just because there's a lot of us eating them. And it's great to be able to just have them either for lunches or for dinners. We can chop them up and put them on top of salads, and that's great. Sometimes I'll just chop them up ahead of time and cook them in a little bit of flavored olive oil, and then that way I have those cooked and I can throw those on top of a salad as well. And one of the other things I like to do on a Sunday is probably take 5 or 6 chicken breasts, season them really well, put them in the crock pot with a little bit of chicken broth, and then I have shredded chicken. And the shredded chicken you can either put in soups, or you could put it into, tacos. You can flavor it with tacos. Sometimes I'll just add a jar of salsa in there and just kind of have like that Mexican flavored chicken, and we'll make well, I throw it on salad mainly, but the kids will use it and make chicken tacos out of it, and the roll-ups and that sort of thing, which is really simple and easy. But I like having that around. Roasted vegetables. Two things. Sometimes I buy vegetables just so I can roast them, but most of the time it's my good intentions that are in the fridge that I haven't used yet, and I like to make sure that I'm not throwing them away at the end of the week. So if I have any kind of extra onions and peppers, if there's any asparagus, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, whatever I have from the week, I will cut up and toss that in olive oil, salt and pepper, and just roast it. And that makes super great sides for any of my lunches or dinners throughout the week. Soup. I always like to have some sort of soup around, and my go-to is taco soup. It's similar to a chili, but it's not as thick or as hearty as a chili, but it's just nice to have. And then I also have a sausage, spinach, and bean soup, and I will share both those recipes. But we like to have soup just because soup is easy. Soup is, you're running in the door late or you have a game or something, you can just heat it up and you can walk out the door and go. Turkey meatballs. This is a huge staple at our house, and I usually make up a double batch sometime throughout the week, either on a Sunday when I'm doing meal prep, or if I don't get to it, sometimes like on a Wednesday. But we go through a lot of turkey meatballs, and I like to eat them just as the entree themselves, but we also like to have them so we can put them on top of pasta. And Eric and I love spaghetti squash in place of regular pasta, but the boys eat a ton of pasta, and I don't like to eat that much pasta, so I like to have spaghetti squash and treat that as my spaghetti, put the sauce on top, and add those turkey meatballs, and it's a winner. I love it. So that's a good one. And one of the other things that I do on Sunday when I do prep is either quinoa or brown rice. And that way I have a big pot of it, and I can use that as a base for lunches and dinners as well. So like a typical lunch or dinner, if I have it pre-prepped, and I usually do about 3 of them, just so I can grab them, and I either can have them for lunch or dinner, but would be like a base of the quinoa, probably a side of broccoli, and a chicken breast. That's a go-to for me all the time. So the other thing, and I will put a recipe out here soon for this, is overnight oats. And I love my overnight oats mainly for a snack, just to be able to grab for a quick snack. But overnight oats are a little bit of oatmeal, yogurt. It has chia in it, so it has a great protein source and fiber, so it will keep you full. And then fruit of your choice. And anyway, I'll get the recipe out, but I love overnight oats, and I know some of you know I like overnight oats. But anyway, these are just going to be some hacks, and we're going to get more into it. If you guys have a great hack and you want to share it with the group, I'd love for you to comment below this video, and we'll go from there. I know tomorrow you'll be hearing from me about fruits and vegetables and really taking a close look of what's in your pantry. So stay tuned. We'll talk to you soon. Good night. Bye.